Hey guys, hope you're all well. Right, just a little bit of a catch-up video really. I've had a tremendously busy weekend, but I haven't touched any bikes apart from pushing them. That's all I've done. So I've done no work on bikes because we got a job done that needed doing, and there was no best time to do it. So yeah, we just started it Friday. Worked all through the weekend, doing ridiculous hours to get it done and dusted. I didn't quite get as far as I wanted to get because I wanted to get all this shed sorted out as well, like cleaned up, ready to start the week's work, but that didn't happen. So this is still in a bit of a mess around here. I want to get all these worktops sorted out. So yeah, that didn't happen. Come last night, I was starting to run out of energy. Shall we call it that? Yeah, and I had to throw the towel in. Everything was hurting like a silly old fool, and I had to stop. But I had my neighbour helping me over the weekend. He is amazing. Old Ted, he's 80 years old, and yeah, he'll put some young uns to shame, let me tell you. He's a very active 80-year-old. You know, he's done 30 years of martial arts and things like that. And he's great to work with, coming out with all his old stories and things like that. He's outlived all his friends and all his family, so he hasn't got many people to interact with. So he does enjoy coming over and doing a bit. And yeah, so I just let him have at it, basically, without pushing him too hard, obviously. He was only doing sort of a few hours each day, but it was a tremendous help. Anyway, we got that shed from up the neighbours a few doors away. We got it down, this plastic shed thing. You know you've made it to the top when you've got a plastic shed. But it's fantastic, really. It does the job perfectly. So we got it all down. We've done all the groundworks for it. All that was sort of done with materials that I had knocking about because I didn't want it to cost anything. So we've done that with all materials I got knocking about. It was slightly bigger, like where we had to put it, it's how much big? It's probably 6 inches too big. So we had to make a bit of a support for it, which again, we've done out of pallet wood and some big 4x4 posts that I had knocking about. So yeah, so I'm just putting these down. So yeah, we had to slightly rearrange the ground for it to fit. But apart from that, it looks brilliant. And with the dirt bikes, the Kawasaki and Gertrude's Honda and a few other bits, I haven't now got to push them in and out every single day. We'll have a look in a minute. So what I've got to do now is get all this place cleaned up, ready to crack on with some work, because like I say, I just didn't do it. I've got to clean the yard up. I ran out of steam to do that. There's bits of the garden I've got to finish off. So yeah, we gave it our best, but didn't quite make it. But we achieved quite a lot. I'll go and show you all the hard work. Right, yeah. So the yard sort of needs cleaning up a bit. It's not the best. There we go. Check that out. Not bad, is it? I'll show you the overhang. Don't laugh, it's a bit of a bodge, but hey-oh, like I say, we've done it out of old pallet wood, so done it for nothing apart from a handful of screws. All the wood around the bottom. I am going to sort of sand it down a little bit and stain it, which will look better. And I don't know, we'll grow a flower up it or something, put some pots in front of it, and bingo, it'll disappear. I've got to get some more stone in here or something, tidy that up. Let's have a look inside. It might be a little bit dark. Look at that. I'm happy with that. So, yeah, 2 bikes, bit of racking at the back, Yeah, it's a little bit dark. Obviously, I've got no power in here for lights or anything. So I've got all my jackets on hanging up for riding, off-roading, road, warmer days. Some jackets over there, bits and bobs, waterproofs, helmets that I use, helmets that I don't use no more, boots, oil, petrol cans, all my power banks for when I go travelling out and about to keep the cameras charged up, all my gloves, and yeah, I'll just add to it as time goes on, just bits that we use for the dirt bikes and going out. And I am going to put some power over here and put a plug in, and then obviously I can use that for anything then, just charging stuff up and things like that. Anything that I want to keep clean I can have in here, and it ain't going to get no grinding dust and all that going on with it. So yeah, it's perfect. I know it's plastic, but it's not too bad. The only bit about it, the floor's a bit flimsy. I can see that. It's got a plastic floor. But I think eventually I'll look for some like hardboard or something, not hardboard, plywood, and fill the floor with plywood or something like that. Or what's that cheaper stuff? It's quite rough. I don't know what it's called. They use it like under like felting on roofs and stuff like that. I'll probably find some of that. I think that's cheaper. But I'm going to need to do it because the floor eventually is going to sort of do that with how we've done the floor. But yeah, it's up, which is all that matters. Like I say, a bit of power in here and it'll be sorted. I've just got to put, I don't know if you'll see that, these aren't lights by the way. That's just like a clear bit on the roof that lets the light in. It looks like lights, doesn't it? I've got to put an end cap on the outside just up there. But I've got to get to it and put some outside so that I can stand on so I can reach it. So I've got to do that. I say, get some power in here. I think it'd be all right. Yeah, I'm pleased with it. It was a lot harder than what I thought it would be. You know, obviously moving it from up there, getting it down here, building it all back up, digging all the ground out, basically we put great big wooden posts down, laid down on the floor and filled all in between them. Just, you know, that's all we had. That's all we had to do it. So that's what we went with. Yeah, I think grow a couple of flowers up here, it'll be fine. We got our boxes in here for all our going out stuff in the van. That's got off-roading stuff in, stuff to go off in the van. Everything's in here. Everything to do with going off out and about is in this shed, just about. I'm sure we'll add to it over time. But yeah, I'm very, very pleased with it. It's certainly a tremendous help not having to push them in and out every day and then them sitting out here in the rain. Because eventually it does them no good. Although I do try and dry them off and clean them every time, it'll just save me doing that as well, which is a big, big bonus. But yeah, we'll probably have another look in here when it's a bit lighter at some other point. But yeah, that'll do. So just a little bit of overhang, but there's big 4x4 posts in there all the way along, and we've just clad them over with them bits of wood, so it should be all right. Shut the door. I've got to try and adjust the doors. I don't know if you can do that, the hinges. This door is dragging. This one is dragging a little bit. Hold on, bear with me. There we go. Yeah. I've got to fix all this because we're trying to get it close to the shed as possible. I've got to put a bit of guttering down between them to catch the water off this roof. Obviously it's rolling into that roof, so we'll figure it out. We'll sort something out. Oh yeah, got my alarm thing up there, the yard alarm. If you're thinking them sheds are not very secure, yeah, you're right, but I've got yard alarms around here. So there's one. Look, you'll see it, probably see it go red when I move. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, I've got all these yard alarms, so I know if anybody even just comes into the yard, they won't know, but I'll know because it sets off alarms in the house. And sometimes I stay well, quite a lot of the time I'll stay in the shed, I'll just sleep in here. Quite often I do. So yeah, that would be a surprise, wouldn't it? So yeah, if anyone's around in the yard, it catches people coming through the gate. I've got one that's on Ted's back garden as well. I'm putting the camera that way like I'm looking outside and the blinds are down. So yeah, one's on Ted's back garden a little bit as well, so I'll know if anyone's around his shed. So yeah, it sort of protects it all. And it goes off down the house, and then I can come running out, I can grab my feather duster on the way out and come and have a tickle with all the dirty, horrible thieves if they turn up with my feather duster. But yeah, there's nothing worse than these scum preying on people who work hard for their stuff. I absolutely can't stand it. I really can't. Bike thieves need burning, basically. Yeah, it's nice to see. I don't know what people's thoughts on them. I see on some videos that the police are just starting to ram them off. These, ooh, I've just knocked something over. What was that? Oh, it's all right. Yeah, they started to ram them off, which I 100% agree with. Yeah, especially all these people that go around stealing the scooters and stuff like that. Please just ram them off. Why not? I've got to say, I'd rather have someone rammed off my bike than them get the benefit of it if they'd stole it. I'd give the police 100% consent. Yeah, ram them off. They're just disgraceful. Go and get a job and work for your stuff like a normal person. I absolutely despise them. It's disgraceful. But anyway, let's get on a happier note. So yeah, that's all that done, and very, very happy with it. I've just got to get this place clean and the yard, then I'll be ready to crack on. So the next video, the Harley will be on the bench. We'll be sorting the paintwork out on the engine to get that done and dusted, because like I said before, I want that sorted because I'm going to throw it in the back of the van and get it all MOT'd at the same time. So that needs doing as soon as possible. And then obviously we'll just continue with the Enfield and get that engine in as well. I'm looking forward to seeing that. That will be in very, 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 very soon. Looking mighty fine there. And soon it'll be planted into there. Can't wait. I can't wait to see that in there. Not a lot to do now. So next video on the Enfield engine, we'll be doing all the primary side, getting the new clutch in and stuff like that, and then getting it into the frame. Anyway, that'll do. Like I say, it's just a bit of a catch-up video because it's been a busy weekend and I haven't touched bikes. So next video, we'll be back on bikes. Cheers for watching, guys. Take care.